Every Nigerian needs to listen to this.
This morning, I want to laugh at Nigerians. Since when they said the insecurity in Nigeria started, the pastor is there flipping pages of Bible, looking for what to use to deal with the Muslims. And the Muslims are there flipping up Quran and pages on how to argue. While your forest is being divided, your forest is being sold. Nigerians are so myopic. We believe in everything we see in the media. You see media, you see books are one of the most fictitious things ever. Nigeria's insecurity in the north has nothing to do with that Bible or that Quran you're trying to open. Nigeria's insecurity in northern part of Nigeria is as a result of illegal mining. Mining of valuables that are even more valuable than what you think is so valuable, which is crude oil. Now the world is moving away from crude oil. We're going into more renewable energy, solar and all that. And the world needs lithium for batteries. They need uranium for nuclear power, and all of it is found in the north. And let us not even mention gold, which can be mined in small quantities but worth a lot of money. Now, who wants to go for the stress of crude oil with its large production and large maintenance and refining? These are things that 2-3 people could hide in a part of the forest and keep digging and digging until they make a fortune. So now what happens? Why is there a security threat? Everywhere in the world where mining takes place and valuable minerals are gotten from the soil, usually there are security concerns. This is not a new thing. If you watch your normal movies, you will see them all over. When somebody mines gold, he's lucky to strike gold, another person comes and kills him and take away that gold. There is lithium in Nasarawa, Kogi, Kaduna, Benue, and the Middle Belt area. There is abundance of gold in Zamfara. There is uranium in Borno. Now I want to tell you why there was that Boko Haram thing in the Sambisa forest. We all know these things that we all ignore because all our mind is on that textbook reading, those media propaganda. When you are being there flipping your Qurans and shouting Nigeria is gone, your forest is being divided. Your forest that you think, oh, what is there? Human beings cannot live in the forest. Let me tell you, where the main money comes from in the world, it comes from the forest that you look down on. Now the forest, your forest is being divided by Americans, British, France, and all that, all coming to set up their camps, and Chinese, all coming to set up their camps for mining. A majority of this mining are not fully registered or not fully legal because they want to boycott the extra cost of its legality. So now what happens? Because of the insecurity that comes with mining, there is need to use local people who are used to the terrain to secure the environment. And that is where Fulani and the Torres come in. Nobody knows Nigeria like the Fulani man. The remaining knowledge you have about Nigeria is textbook knowledge. All those are media personalities who shout on TV, shout, you know nothing about Nigeria. They are the real people who know Nigeria. They know every terrain, they know where the rivers are, they know where the rocks are, they know where the mountains are, they know where the swamps are, they know where the deserts are, they know all the hook and crannies of this country. That's the reason why they are recruited as forest rangers, to protect the people who are doing mining and for movement of the mined goods from one place to another, because these mined goods come in small quantities but means has a lot of value, so it's easy for somebody to attack you and snatch those things away from you. So because of its sophistication, it needs also sophisticated security, and that's the reason why they use the local people who are vulnerable to do that security job. And then who are the bandits? Anybody that is an employer knows that sometimes inside your employee you have people who are dissatisfied with the contract and people who are just naturally don't like you and they don't want to work under you again and they just want to defame you, or you have disputes amongst you. The bandits we are seeing today and the kidnappers has nothing to do with tribe or religion. There are employees that are unhappy with their employers, and that's the reason why you see the government negotiates with them. So get that into your brain. What they call terrorism is to keep you, the average individual, busy, panicking, engaged, talking, researching, and all that, while they do the needful for themselves. So it is high time, Nigerians, you that you have not bathed this morning, talking up and down about Muslim, Christian, about how terrorism has finished Nigeria. If you know the amount of people that died in the gold rush in America, you will know that Nigerian own is still small. Keep yourself safe and be watchful. If you live in anywhere that is a bit isolated, this is the time for you to take care of yourself and be on the watch out. But staying there and arguing and spreading your throat, it will not solve the matter at now. It is the cabals that are at their work. The blame game is not going to take you anywhere. A word is enough for the wise. Nigerians, keep safe, be happy. And I will tell you, let's not get distracted. Go this morning and do the business you want to do. Go and meet the clients you want to meet. Go and design the clothes you want to design. Don't let anybody make you feel that the world is coming to an end, while the whole world would end up in their pockets.
All right, you heard the whole thing that this lady said. The government cannot say that they did not hear what this lady said. The government can still not tell us that they did not hear when Hamza Mustafa made almost same kind of statement, that there are gold in the bushes where these tea groups are. The government cannot say they did not hear it when he said there is a rebellion, diamond, all manner, cariforum, all manner of natural resources, solid mineral resources in those places. The government cannot say that they are not aware or they did not hear when Hamza Mustafa said it. So if really Hamza Mustafa and this lady are saying the truth, That means the government has been taking us for a fool all this while. They've been fooling with our intelligence. You know, one thing about the Nigerians is that they don't really ask questions. Yes. Remember, Gumi one of the time was telling the federal government to put these terrorists in their budgets. Why would Gumi have the cost to tell the federal government to put these terrorists in their budget if the federal government is not gaining something from these terrorists? If these terrorists were not hired by the federal government or maybe the cabal, you understand? These are questions that every single Nigerian is supposed to be asking themselves. You understand me? What will give Hamza Mustafa the guts to make those comments he made? If yes, these things are not true, and yet the Nigerian government did nothing to him, these are the questions that every reasonable Nigerians are supposed to be asking. But do we ask these questions? No. We just go do our day-to-day work, feel less concerned. In a country that is well idealed and the citizens are well, as in they are well exposed, they will ask these questions. That's just the truth. Why is the government negotiating with these people whenever they kidnap? And after they have released the kidnapped victim, I think every reasonable government, when these people have released the kidnapped victim, they will get rid of these people. But the government don't get rid of these people. Instead, the government will leave them. The people will go and re-kidnap again, and then they come and renegotiate again. Yeah, no doubt. People might say, okay, the government are using the insecurity for business, but it is beyond business. There is something behind it. There is something they are really farming. There is something they are gaining that is beyond the insecurity, that is beyond the ammunition they are buying. There is something they are gaining that is hidden. Remember, what's his name? Adams Oshomole said something before that the Chinese are engaging in illegal mining in the northern forest. Is Adams Oshomole lying? Why hasn't the government called him to order? Why hasn't they suing? You know, these questions are what we should be asking. And remember, lastly, what's his name? Abacha said that if terrorism lasts for more than 24 hours, as insecurity, if it lasts for more than 24 hours, just know that the government of that day is involved. Who am I? I am just the bitter truth. No time.